today on Rappler. U.S. President-elect Donald Trump asks about Imelda Marcos in his first phone call with President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Malacañang urges government agencies to keep their Christmas parties simple and to donate the money saved to storm-ravaged communities. Russian President Vladimir Putin issues a warning to the United States by lowering the threshold for a nuclear strike. Hong Kong's High Court sentences 45 pro-democracy activists to jail terms of up to 10 years. And fans of South Korean boy band 17 in Oakland, California, slam South Korean company HYBE. What was the first thing Donald Trump asked about in his phone call to Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.? The 47th President of the United States wanted to know, how was Imelda, the former First Lady of the Philippines? Marcos says, it's my mother whom he's friends with, he really knows her. He asked about her, how's Imelda? Trump will be sworn in as the 47th President of the United States on January 20, 2025. Marcos adds the conversation moved on to the alliance between the United States and the Philippines, and he expressed his desire to strengthen the relationship between the two countries. Marcos tells reporters he reminded Trump that Filipinos in America overwhelmingly voted for him. The Philippine president notes, it was a very good call, it was a very friendly call, very productive. Malacañang urges government agencies to keep their Christmas parties simple and to donate the money saved to storm-ravaged communities. In a statement, Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin says President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. calls on government agencies to avoid lavish celebrations. Bersamin says this is in solidarity with the millions of Filipinos still grieving losses from recent typhoons. 6 tropical cyclones battered parts of the country over the last 4 weeks. Christine, Leon, Marce, Nika, Ophel, and most recently, Super Typhoon Pepito. The government recorded at least 150 dead due to Christine and Leon. More than 1 million people were affected due to the combined effects of tropical cyclones Nika, Ophel, and Pepito. Bersamin adds, the palace won't issue official guidance on how the bureaucracy should cut back on holiday spending. He says the palace trusts that government workers can, quote, unilaterally adopt austerity in their celebrations. Russian President Vladimir Putin issues a warning to the United States by lowering the threshold for a nuclear strike. The move comes days after the administration of US President Joe Biden allowed Ukraine to fire American missiles into Russia. Washington says the move was in response to Russia's deployment of North Korean soldiers in Russia. The updated doctrine outlines the threats that would make Russia contemplate using nuclear weapons. It now includes any conventional assault on Russia by a non-nuclear power, supported by a nuclear power, to be a joint attack. Any mass aerospace attack with aircraft, cruise missiles, and unmanned aircraft that crossed Russia's borders could also trigger a nuclear response. Together, Russia and the US control 88% of the world's nuclear warheads. Analysts say it's an attempt by Putin to draw a red line for the West. The war in Ukraine entered its 1,000th day on Tuesday, November 19. Hong Kong's High Court sentences 45 pro-democracy activists to jail terms of up to 10 years in a landmark national security trial. In 2021, 47 pro-democracy activists were arrested and charged with conspiracy to commit subversion under a Beijing-imposed national security law for organizing an unofficial primary election. Former legal scholar Benny Tai, who was accused of being the organizer, was sentenced to 10 years in jail. Hundreds of people queued outside the court as they tried to secure a seat within the main courtroom and several spillover courts. The United States criticized the trial as politically motivated and says the activists should be released as they had been peacefully participating in legal political activities. The Chinese and Hong Kong governments say the national security laws were necessary to restore order after mass pro-democracy protests in 2019. Fans of South Korean boy band 17 in Oakland, California, speaked up about the controversy with South Korean company HYBE. The entertainment company oversees popular groups BTS, New Jeans, and 17. A HYBE internal document criticized its Kpop groups, including 17, for being unattractive and having too much plastic surgery. Kpop idols are held to high standards. A female fan from Portland, Oregon says you support a group and their own company is not keeping them in mind. 17 member Sung Kwan wrote in response, "You have no right to easily insert yourselves into our narrative. We are not your commodities to be used and enjoyed at will." Hani of New Jeans made an appeal in October for better treatment. Hybe CEO Lee Jae-sung issued an apology in October. The US leg of the tour concluded in Los Angeles last Saturday. And that's today's wrap. I'm Kara Oliver. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.